I want you to imagine a very special person. A person with zero diplomacy, zero martial, zero stewardship, zero intrigue, and zero learning. He's shy, meaning he'll get stressed by just imagining a conversation with someone else. He's a craven and a coward, meaning he's terrified of war. He's also eccentric, meaning he's just autistic. He lost the genetic lottery, meaning he's ugly, stupid, and weak. He has bad posture, elongated weird limbs, and his balls are purely decorative. On top of this, he's a failed academician with the worst education possible. And I literally just described half my audience. Just kidding, I'm talking about Doof von Doofus. This man has everything against him, but I'm still going to make him the gosh darn emperor of the biggest empire in the whole game, in one lifetime. My name is Koifish, and this is the Zero to Hero challenge. But before we continue, this video is sponsored by Battlesmiths. Enter an immersive alternative medieval world where you work to restore your town's glory, battle diverse enemies in the campaign, and compete against other players in intense PvP arena battles for daily rewards. And to help you achieve victory, you can craft top tier equipment, unlock new technologies, master magic, and trade valuable artifacts with Battlesmiths' extensive crafting and trading system. Battlesmiths is available on your mobile phone, PC, Mac, and with a Steam release coming soon. And right now is the best time to get into the game, as there is currently the winter holiday event with the New Year mini campaign with adaptable difficulty levels and exclusive rewards until January the 3rd, like cosmetics, rubies, and free premium access days, as well as a New Year sale that will double any rubies that you purchase. So what are you waiting for? Download Battlesmiths right now by clicking my link in the description and dive into an amazing adventure today. Once again, thank you to Battlesmiths for sponsoring this video. Alright, here we are, and it's not looking that great. We're 18, and because we're very feeble and very spindly, our health is already poor. So, we have a big goal in front of us. We want to become Kaiser of the Holy Roman Empire. But judging by our stats, and our traits, and our other traits, this is gonna be very hard. Except it totally won't, because Crusader Kings 3 is far too easy. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what we can do to counter this and go from a zero to a hero. First off, we need to counter our health penalties so that we can actually survive past the age of 25. We're going to learning and medicine focus. This will give us one whole learning and a small boost to our health. We want to go for wash your hands and iron constitution. This will also boost our fertility, considering we're sterile. Another way to get our first stats will be to marry someone. But because this man looks like a... I don't wanna be too mean. But because your man looks like the average Twitch moderator, we're going to have a hard time finding a suitable spouse. Literally no woman of highborn status is willing to marry us. Could be because according to God, this man shouldn't breed. So we want a woman with insanely good stats. And Barbara here has a whole lot of stats. She's also a giant, which is hilarious. Please, please, let me marry her. Only by the tiniest margin. We're now married, but even with our wife counteracting the negative stats, well, let's just say that we're quite in the hole, as imbecile is -8 to all stats. All we can muster is 1 in stewardship. Holy moly, that is so bad. Hey, I can get 2 in intrigue if we go by that. Count Doofus literally has 2 brain cells. One to keep him alive, and the other one alternates between trying to make money and trying to be sneaky. We're gonna put it on learning. That's our best chance. And already we've gotten a whopping +2. Now we're gonna have to rely on our council to really carry us through here. But something we can do right away is talk to our leech, which happens to be the Kaiser of the Holy Roman Empire, and we modify our contract. I'm not really thinking about going to war, so we'll bump it up to normal levies. And then guarantee a position on the council. I can now force him to put me on the council, which will give me some wonderful bonuses. I've now become the steward of the Holy Roman Empire, with 0 stewardship. But looking at his other council members, I feel like I'm not even the least qualified, as the Prince Bishop Guswin literally has 1 learning. We're now making a whole lot of bank. We're now going to talk to the Pope, which is a huge risk, as we have the shy trait. And just talking to people, well, it has a huge chance for us to actually gain stress and start the stress spiral. I'll show you an example. Just going to our leech to pay homage to him will give us a whopping 66 to stress. That's halfway on an entire stress level. Already we've gone from absolutely nothing to 2 in learning and being the gosh darn steward of the Holy Roman Empire. From here we want to build up our gold, because gold does not matter who it comes from, it is always appreciated. The fellow council member has invited us for a hunt. We're going to accept. This has a chance of giving us the hunter trait. Off we travel. Oh, me and my little pet hawk. I've named him Mike. Mike Hawk. Wait, no, that's not a good name. The hunt failed, but it did give me the hunter trait, which gives me +1 prowess. I keep failing to sway the Pope, which isn't exactly great, but I could pay the man and he'd like me a bit more. What I'm trying to do is to request a claim on the Holy Roman Empire, so I guess we'll take this money and go visit the Pope ourselves. To the Vatican we go. Traveling the lands of Duchess Matilda, who absolutely hates my guts for some reason. Oh, it's because I'm ugly. Wow, you are that superficial. Good evening, smiles the intruder. Holy moly, she sent a beautiful assassin to kill me! You absolute woman! I will kill you! The assassin wounds you but escapes. That's not good. My health is already poor as is. We found our way to Rome. I gained a whole lot of piety, as well as becoming a very cool pilgrim. We also have a wonderful perk in diplomacy. We'll go with thoughtful. This increases the opinion gained when sending gold. As I said, gold is appreciated even from a man like Count Doof. There is a different way to get a claim on the Roman Empire. We could send Lutbert, this very gracious atheist, to find secrets in Rome. I don't think the Pope will ever like me, so I'll give up on trying to convince him to be my friend. I could send gold to the Pope, and he'd like me by just 10 more opinion. I could also seek indulgences for a lower amount, and that would give me +15. We could also get him to hate the Kaiser even more. But I can also spend that money on going to college to get more knowledge. I think that's a worthwhile investment. I've also managed to get my health all the way up to fine. Wonderful. Iron Constitution counters the penalties, and I got life reaffirmed when I went to a feast. Perfect! First goal of the list, checked. We will no longer die because of our terrible genetics. Now we're going to need about 300 gold to go to the Vatican and study at the highest level. Tuition is actually quite cheap, especially if you're just a count. I got some wonderful bonuses. A huge boost to my health, because I have a friend? Wait, I got friends? I got 2 of them! My bishop and Herman, who has about the same learning as I do. Listen, birds of a feather flock together, and these birds are dumb as bricks. While this is going on, I'm gonna go to college instead. I'll go to none other than the Vatican. No, that's a bit too much war, huh? I'm gonna apply to a much safer university, Canterbury. It is time for me to become even smarter. And I become a gardener. What the heck? Wait, I have 3 in learning! I'm countering my own stupidity by studying. There is hope for me. And I'm in Canterbury, the seat of all knowledge of the Catholic world. I'm gonna soak it up like a goddamn sponge. That's why I'm dressed in my best SpongeBob cosplay. Holy moly, even at university. No one is looking at me. I'm just in the background studying like, yes, I wish I could read. I'm going to gain so much stress from this, but I'm just gonna try to get the best studies I can possibly get. Even if that's gonna cost me a boatload of stress. I gained, well, the 2nd tier education. Wonderful. Wow, not exactly what I expected, but we now have 6 learning. Wonderful. And we're all the way up to healthy, which should make us feel rather good about ourselves. We're up to a whopping 9 in learning. That is wonderful. And we're nowhere closer to becoming the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. But that's where you're wrong, buddy. You see, we can get some really good courtiers. We'll take this woman and find her a spouse. When they get married, he joins my court, and he can become an absolutely goated spy master. We will take him and we'll find as many secrets as possible in the Holy Roman Empire. And lastly, we pick up Whole of Body. This is a wonderful trait that gives us a boost to fertility and our health. Now our fertility should be net 0, that we're countering sterile. We now focus on securing the claim. And we get some wonderful hooks on these people. We blackmail them, and these strong hooks will help us in the future. We want to amass as many as possible. We can use them to force people to join our coup, to take over the Holy Roman Empire. The new Pope quite likes us, which is great. But he also quite like, well, the Emperor. But I think I'm gonna do this. I'll get the man excommunicated. And now, it's gonna be super easy to get a claim on him. Gaslighting is not only good for lighting up Victorian streets. We now have an irrefutable proof that our ancestors, which I don't have any, I came from a lab, actually ruled the land in ancient times. We now have a claim, meaning we can start a wonderful faction to claim the Holy Roman Empire. And the best part, I can force none other than the Duke of Upper Lotharingia to join my faction. Already, we're 46% there. Now, Berard, my spy master, my absolute genius of a man. You're gonna have to blackmail more people to join the cause. Oh my god, I managed to do it! But I don't want to think of what horrors I'm bringing into this world. Let's just hope he gets my good traits. My middling average intelligence that I worked so hard for. No! My little boy! God damn it! I worked so hard for that one. Probably malformed beyond recognition, so it didn't work. What the hell? We'll now switch over to Intrigue and Skullduggery for a wonderful +3. Our goal is to get the truth of his relatives so we can fabricate hooks and simply lie about things. Alright, this time it better work. I have a child! Yes! Barbara! And something tells me I don't have to take a paternity test, as she is frail, spindly, and barren. But at least she's not ugly. Well, you know, by some standards. I can then find a spouse for her and get a wonderful alliance. Really? Really? They call me the repulsive? Why? Because I'm ugly. Overcrowding is rarely a problem when I'm around. Wow, I feel sad. Unironically, that ruined my day. But this goddamn Shad has willingly joined me to put me on the goddamn throne. Maybe this is the chance. Maybe this is the only chance we'll have. He has some really strong alliances, but we could get alliances as well. We have a daughter, and we have 95% of his power. The Duke of Milencia joined as well. That means we have more troops than him. People are just joining me left, right, and center. Is this the time to strike? We do have a lot of members. And some gold that could, well, help us in case we need to get some mercenaries. And he has way less alliances. Only one. Yes, now is the time. We're 18 years in, and I'm not getting any younger. It is time for Von Doofus to enact my master plan. My friend, hand it over. I'm pressing demands. Well, he doesn't accept. And he uses words like, your claim on my title is no more real than the stories we tell children at night. No matter how many misguided fools you have gathered to help carry out your scheme, I will not bend to such a collection of dung. I'd rather die than see my birthright fall to someone so low. I'm not actually short, I'm just hunchbacked. War it is. And of course, we'll call in our ally. Raise the troops. And for the love of God, do not let me command. We could call in mercenaries right off the bat. This would be good as, well, we've had more troops in general. Now we need our troops to sort of gather up together, as that's more or less our only chance to defeat this ugly, vile man that claims to be our emperor. But he has split up his troops. With a bit of luck, we could go for his capital. But one of the people in our war just got corrupt. But at least someone was smart enough to bring siege weapons. But my ally sadly got caught out. Not good, not great. And here's the battle that's gonna be the determining thing. Will we be able to win? What? He died? And not one day too soon, but when we lost the battle? But the new ruler has less troops but more allies. But perhaps we could now link up and defeat his forces. Now that they're splintered, it's worth a chance. I have to try it. I'll get some gold from the Pope, and then we simply have to go for it. We outnumber him, but goddamn is he good at fighting. But it's turning around. Hopefully, we'll be able to capture the man. Come on, take him out. Yes! Well, we managed to take down their armies quite a lot. But the war is way from over. We split him up, but he split us, well, down the middle. Oh, the Battle of Porsberg! Capture him! Capture Herman! Come on! We can win the war here! But we could have won the war. It could have been so glorious right there. We're actually doing good progress here. I'm liking it. But my allies are splintering. They're going all over the place. Why are you fighting in France, buddy? We have an empire to take. I don't feel like you're enthusiastic enough. And now I'm ill? Nah, I should be fine, right? I should be fine. Oh, and my allies seem to be coming back. Holy moly. We're slowly but surely winning. Come on, siege faster. We can do this. No, he's splitting us up. Go, crush him. Chase him to the end of the earth. The Battle of Buron. Yes, he's defeated. If only my allies could come and help. We just have to hold and take this area. We do this and we win. Oh, and another daughter. Henrique. And this one's just ugly. Perfect. We can call in Raoul. Get him in here. And now if we siege back our holdings, the ones he's taken from us, we win the war. Simple as. Wait, I have his son. Yeah, boy. I have your little boy. 92%. Wait, capture it and take the holding. We've done it. In 26 years, in one lifetime, Count Doof with 0 stats and as many bad traits as there's possible to have on one character, we become Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. Let's go! I am the Kaiser. In one lifetime. Put on the Reichskrone and hang the von Doofus banner. Long live Kaiser Doof! Unironically though, what does this prove about Crusader Kings 3? Well, the game is most likely a bit too easy. And sure, I have a lot of hours in this game, and I'm quite good at it. But this character had 0 stats and immense debuffs. By any other metric, he should be dead or defeated. But with the power of alliances and hooks, I don't know. Is the game a bit bloated in the sense that it's too easy to gain power over someone that's supposed to be incredibly powerful? I'm calling for better checks and balances. It should be harder to do this sort of climbing up and down, thus making it feel more, well, like you're actually achieving something. Now some people might say, Koifish, you have immense opinion debuffs. People hate you. You're not gonna be able to hold this empire together. And to prove them wrong, we're gonna hold it together. First, we put the people that should be in charge. Then you go domestic affairs on your chancellor, manage royal guards on your marshal to reduce the chance of being killed, disrupt schemes on your spy master, and promote cultural acceptance if your empire is multicultural. Then right away, hold court to try to get as many bonuses as possible. Now we'll do an intimidation tour, where we aim to go to those that have factions against us, like Duchess Matilda and the former ruler, as well as some stops along the way. Off we go. Now we need to increase our dread as quickly as possible. It's currently on 1. Now we're gonna do something devious. We break the betrothal with both of our daughters and their husbands. As we're now an emperor, we can get some better prospects. And the King of England. We can also give them vassals to make them like us more. And by making someone in a faction a vassal of the person leading the faction, to leave the faction, we can also offer her wardship of my daughter. She now launches a faction against me, but that's not a problem. She has a lot of troops, but I have insanely strong allies that are willing to help me. We now avoid raising our troops. We want to wait for our allies to get here. This man also calls for a revolt. Simply say no. What the heck are they gonna do? You have insane allies for you. I now gained a whole boatload of dread. If you can't rule by having them love you, rule with fear. With the gold we've gained, we're going to get a bunch of light footmen. We just want the troop count to inflate so that revolts are less likely to happen. And now with the help of our insane allies, we go to war. Now always go for the white peace, unless you have a reason to imprison them. Take their capital and go for that white peace. It's not about winning all the wars, it's about creating space to breathe. Now crush the revolt, take back any lost land, and divorce your garbage wife, and cop yourself a new one, preferably one that actually gives you a great alliance. We're now ruling with 85 dread. That should be more than enough to keep the realm together. Factions dealt with, and we're just in time to join a glorious, wonderful crusade. Now it's worth doing this and fighting, as this will give you a wonderful Crusader perk. Now just land anywhere and start sieging. Hopefully your homeboys will help you if war were to break out. And I'm now a Crusader. Wonderful. and then simply wait and enjoy the mess that is Crusades in Crusader King. This is just ridiculous. Crusader King's AI cannot even handle the Crusades the game is named after. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's like watching ants. These troops should be able to crush these troops in a second. Look at how much they outnumber them. But no, the game just simply can't handle it. I wouldn't even be surprised if we lost this crusade. And after watching the headless chickens run around for a bit longer, the crusade has finally been finished. Oh my god. The goddamn empire split and change, which automatically unsieges the whole holding. This game is so broken, I swear to God! I can't with it! I thought my character all along was the one that was frail and failing. But it's the goddamn spaghetti code that makes up this game! And if that wasn't ridiculous enough, we became the head beneficiary. Meaning, sure, our dynasty didn't get it because we didn't have a beneficiary appointed. But I gained a whole boatload of gold, prestige and piety. Look at that! That's insane! For doing basically absolutely nothing. And a few high value ransoms, and asking the Pope for gold. And bada bing bada boom. I have a massive war fund. I have a stable realm that I rule with an iron fist. And all of this having started with 0 in every stat, the worst traits in the game, and all the negative genetical traits. To finally prove that Crusader Kings 3 is far too easy. My name is Koifish, and I hope you like this experiment. If you want me to try out something different, well, tell me down below in the comments, and I'm sure to check it out. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Until then, go from a 0 to a hero.